Hello everyone, my name is Brooke and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be filming for you 25 ideas of things to do before your Disney college program starts. I know that waiting for your program can sometimes be absolutely crazy. I know that I've had to wait 3 months. Some of you guys have had to wait up to 6 months to start your program. That is an insane amount of time. I could not imagine waiting that long. And I know I get extremely restless waiting. This is the second time I've had to wait now, my second program. And waiting can be super difficult. You just want it to come. You just want to go to Disney, especially when school's getting stressful and there's so many things to do at home and you're just like, I just want to go to Disney. I feel the struggle just as much as you guys, so what I've done today is come up with a list of 25 different things that you can do at home before your program even starts just to pass the time. I'm going to be doing kind of 2 separate videos on this. So this one here is going to be fun, awesome things you can do to pass time, fun activities, and then the next video that I'm going to be doing in a couple days from now is going to be a video about the stuff you need to do. It's basically going to be a checklist about all the things that you need to do before your program. This is going to mainly relate to international students since I am an international student from Canada on the cultural exchange program, but I'm sure a lot of it may be applicable to the DCP students as well. So once that video is finished, I will link it in the description bar below. But if you're seeing this and it's not there, make sure you do subscribe to my channel because I do post daily videos every single day, and that video will be coming up very shortly. Additionally, I start my program in just a couple of weeks, which is crazy, and so much is happening before then. So make sure you go and you check it out. My number one thing for you guys to do is to go and find friends. These could be roommates or just people you want to hang out with on the program. Either way, check out the DCP Facebook pages and talk to people, message them, comment on posts. I'm sure you will meet a ton of friends that way. Next is to make your roommate gifts. If your roommates do decide to do roommate gifts, well, you gotta figure out what you're gonna do. So whether this is going out and buying something, DIYing something, go on Pinterest, look up some stuff, figure some stuff out, and then make them. I still have yet to make my roommate gifts. I'm a little bit behind on that, but it is a super exciting activity I'm looking forward to this week to pass some time now that school's over. Number 3 is going to be to plan your traditions and move-in outfits. This is super fun. I love fashion and stuff, so maybe you're not into that, but for me this is super fun. I love planning out what I'm gonna wear for move-in specifically because there's so much going on that day. You're probably taking photos, you probably want to look good, but also you have to be Disney look from the shoulders up for your photo. So that's kind of something you probably want to plan out a little bit. Additionally, traditions, you want to be something pretty but business casual. I'm making mine this year also functional for the parks after traditions, so maybe that's something you want to think about. Next is to go shopping for the program. This may seem obvious, but you're probably going to want some new clothes and stuff for the program, or you just may need to buy things for the program. One cool thing is you could go to your local Disney store, see what they have going on. I know I got a whole bunch of cool Disney socks last time I was there, which I'm going to bring with me. So maybe you'll find something neat there. Next is to do some research. Have you never been to Disney World before? Have you only been a couple times? Do you go every year? What do you want to do? Are there things that you've never done before? Rides that you aren't familiar with? What new is happening in the parks? What's going to be closed for refurb? Check it all out. Maybe see if Universal's something you want to look into. There's so many things to research online, look up on your program. Definitely check it out. Tip number 6 is to plan your first night. Before people check in, a lot of them stay in a hotel beforehand. Do you want to do that with a group of friends? Are you doing that with your family or your parents or something? Maybe plan that out. Are you not arriving till the day of? Maybe then plan your first night of you being in the complex. Your first night is basically a free-for-all for you. You can do basically whatever you want unless you have casting, but even that's not very long. So plan it out, see if there's something amazing that you want to make your first night memorable with. Make a bucket list. I've done this for both of my CPs. I did a bucket list just a couple weeks ago for this 2019 CP, and it's a really great idea because it also gets you looking into stuff, getting really excited for it, and figuring out stuff you want to do. Don't make this too long, make it very achievable because then you'll be really happy when you do achieve it and you won't leave with any regrets. Next is to follow Disney Instagram accounts, make a Pinterest board, all that stuff. Go figure out what maybe photos you want to take. Many of us live in a Instagram age and there's absolutely nothing wrong with wanting cool photos. I absolutely love photography. I am obsessed with photography myself, so wanting cool photos, whether it is like scenery shots in the parks or of you at the park walls or something like that. Plan out maybe different poses you want to try, different places you want photos. There's a bunch of stuff on Instagram obviously already, and Pinterest, all of which have like saving features now that you can go and save them. Next is to make a packing list. It is never too early to make a packing list. What I love doing is I make a packing list right on my laptop, and then that way I can update it wherever I am whenever I think of something. I started making my packing list about 2 months ago. I need to organize it. Right now it is just a mumble jumble bunch of things on a big list, but it's super important to do this because then you will not forget anything. Next is to have lunch, coffee, dinner, hang out with friends or family who you're not going to see while you're on your program. Some of you guys are going to be on your program for like 8 months. That's a long time to be away from friends and family and stuff. So it's really important to maybe go for a nice long walk with your dog even, go out for coffee with some friends you won't see in a while, hang out with them because you will really miss them once you're gone. So it's really valuable to have that time now. Number 11 is going to be to save money. The program is expensive in itself, and while you're down there, most people only break even if that. I do have a video on saving money in Disney if you want to check that out. I feel like I'm self-promoting a lot in this video. But I was able to save a little bit of money, but either way, going down with a nice little sum of money in your bank account will not hurt you. So whether that is just coming up with a savings plan or maybe getting a job if you don't have one temporarily before your program starts, definitely something to look into and think about. DIY Mickey ears. These are super fun to make. I've made a couple pairs myself. You just go to Michael's or the dollar store, get a headband, get some felt, get some stuffing. Sometimes I use cotton balls. And they're super easy to kind of sew together, or you can even hot glue them if you want. There are tons of tutorials online. You can look up room inspo. If you're going to be staying in CP housing or you're getting your own housing down there for a while, you probably want to decorate your room up really nice. I know I love bringing these tapestries last year. I'm going to be doing that again this year, but think about how you want to decorate it, what you want to bring to decorate it with. Once again, you could look up Pinterest. I like We Heart It, or I Heart It, I think it's called, for stuff like that, and you can get some really great ideas. You can try a Disney recipe at home. If there's something you absolutely love from the parks, chances are there's a recipe for it online or somewhere nearby that sells something similar to it. So do your research. You can either make this at home, maybe go to a local ice cream place and see if they have pineapple soft serve. Whatever you gotta do, try it out, and it could be, you know, a fun cooking afternoon. Next is to have a Disney movie marathon. There are so many Disney movies. I believe some are still on Netflix, or I'm sure you probably have a VHS DVD collection at home too. Read a classic book. Obviously there are novels like Alice in Wonderland, The Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, tons of Disney books that are related to the movies, but they started out as a book first before they got turned into a movie. So there's nothing like having a good read. Binge some YouTube videos. Obviously, if you're watching this, you're probably familiar with the concept. There are tons of DCP vloggers out there. Go check them out. It will get you really excited for your program. With this, you could also start your own YouTube channel or blog. Many people do this, but it is a really great way to pass time, and you get to talk about your program as well. Number 19 is to make a cool countdown. This could be just in your phone if you wanted. It could be posting like the Instagram story countdown, or it could also be DIYing some big thing. I don't know, maybe you're making like 100 Mickey Mouse heads on your wall and pulling one off every day or something. There's so many unique ideas to this. I'm sure you can figure something out. Next is to put all that built up Disney obsession that you have into something creative. So whether you love doing makeup, whether you love painting, drawing, whatever you love doing, kind of take that obsession and throw Disney into it somehow. Next is going to be to go to the movie theater. Disney usually has some sort of new movie out. I believe Dumbo's still out right now, and there are just like a ton of Disney movies, usually always in the theaters. Look up hidden Mickeys. This is something that I find some people aren't even familiar with the concept. Basically, a hidden Mickey is a Mickey in Disney World that is hidden. You can Google the concept yourself, but I am obsessed with hidden Mickeys. I love finding them. I love looking online, seeing where they are, and then trying to find them in the parks. So maybe go online, see some that you might want to try to find. Next is to explore your hometown. There are always some hidden treasures in your hometown, even if you feel like you know it backwards and forwards. Recently I went to a museum with one of my friends. We explored one of the exhibits there. I hadn't been there since I was little. There's so much to do in your hometown. I definitely recommend trying something out or doing something new. I find a lot of people don't do things in their hometown because it's so normalized to them, but soon that won't be normal anymore and you're gonna miss it. Next is to make a Disney playlist. This is so much fun for me. I love making Disney playlists. I'm gonna link my Spotify playlist below if you want to check out my DCP playlist, but go right ahead and put those Disney songs together, listen to them while you're doing whatever, and they're also really great for traveling, whether you're flying, driving, etc. And the last and final thing I have to make life a little bit more fun while you're waiting for your Disney program is to wear and use all the Disney merch you can. Whether that is t-shirts, jackets, mugs, drink your coffee every morning out of a Disney mug, maybe you have a Disney backpack, maybe you have a Disney pencil case, maybe I don't even know what, there are endless amounts of Disney things you could possibly do. But incorporate a little bit of Disney into your life and I promise it will make you smile. So those are my 25 tips on things you can do before you start your program as ways to pass time. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do have any other ideas, make sure you comment them down below because I'm sure everyone would love to hear them. But thank you guys so much for watching and I hope you have a magical rest of your day.